What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, man. Appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. One love to the madam mercenaries. Tuned in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you stamp on the like button on the way in. Step on the like button on the way in. Make sure you share the show. If you have a community tab, share the show. It's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. After that, you can go to CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. That is where you go to financially support the show. That will be very much appreciated. You also can hit the super chat, leave your questions, your comments. I'll post them. All other donation links will be in the chat room. All other donation links will be in the chat room. So salute to y'all. Back here with another episode. This is episode 3 of Esoteric Red Pill Talk. Esoteric Red Pill Talk with me, DS1. Salute to y'all. Before we get into it, I want to say shout out to my brother, the Underrated Darkness, for starting it off and hitting the Cash App. I appreciate it. Much love. Much love. Salute to everybody that's tuning in, that's coming through. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in, because we're going to get into it tonight, man. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Shout out to my brother Sonny in the building. Shout out to the Underrated Darkness in the building. Shout out to Nas in the building. Mr. Greasy, my brother Malika. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, that's watching. Salute. Salute to y'all. Peace to the God Go Professor. Shout out to Torrance V in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my brother Ebo Sosa for hitting the Cash App. He said from the clouds. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, what's going on, Brenda W? Salute to you, baby girl. Hey, what's going on, Kendra? What's going on? What's going on? Salute to y'all coming through, man. But this is episode 3. Low and high realm manifestation. Low and high realm manifestation. Um Low and high realm manifestation. Low and high realm manifestation. What made me come up with this topic? I want to give a shout out to the God, A.A. Rashid. I was watching a video with him building, and he was touching on the state of what's going on right now. You know, just in the urban neighborhoods, in the streets, and this is what kind of inspired this topic. You know, a lot of times, man, due to programming, you know, um, religious programming and dogma, a lot of times we fashion our lives a certain way where, shout out to Nas, he said, yo, the whole fam up in this joint, let's get it. Appreciate it, bro. And a lot of times we fashion our lives in a way where we begin to look at and become judgmental on the way other people live their lives because of the book or the teachings that they may subscribe to. And I know this to be true because, like I've said always on my channel, half of my family is one half, my dad's side of the family is Christian, and my mother's side of the family is Muslim. 5% nation and Nation of Islam. And growing up, when I used to go visit my mom's side of the family, who was NOI, you know, they fashioned their lives in a way and they lived their lives in a way where it was almost like you was looked at a certain way if you didn't live that way. Growing up, my cousins used to tease me for certain shit because they knew that I wasn't living the life that they were living. So and it just was a natural thing. I never really took it personal. As I got older, I just looked at it as that was just something that, we do as children. But religion, it kind of, when you religious, it's a little different. And you hear this a lot of times with people that grow up in religious families all the time. But the point of me bringing this up is a lot of people who live that life, they only think that they can manifest things in that way. They only think that they can manifest things based on what their book says. This is why I never fully indulged myself in one religion. At one point I was going to church, you know, faithfully. At one point I wasn't going to church faithfully, and I was reading a lot of Islamic information faithfully, you know. But what I began to realize is me reading these things and tapping into the teachings of these things, it was me reaching back within inside myself of what was already put there. Because my grandfather introduced Islam to my family. Without my grandfather, my mother's father, there'd be no Islam in my family. There'll be no Islam in my family. But he brought Islam from the 5% nation aspect. So, as we know, if you know your history, or you can go and look it up, If you go back to the 60s and you know, the 50s and the 60s, you know, these are only a few generations down the line of the original 5% nation. So even though my grandfather had knowledge of self, he still lived in this world and he had to take care of his family. So back in them days, you know, back in them early days, brothers did what they had to do. So my grandfather wasn't a perfect guy, but he manifested in the realm that he was in. See, even though he was in hell, he tried his best to 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 make his people feel as if they were in heaven. Because heaven and hell was a state of being, it's a state of mind. We all know that. So my grandfather, he did a lot of things that people will say is low level. But if you're in hell, do we expect men to do godly things in hell, to manifest things in hell? No, he manifested on the level that he was in the realm that he was in. See, that's what men have to do. And see, guys that haven't been through the fire, they haven't been through hell. You know, like some of these guys here on YouTube, how they deem certain men who had to do certain things to feed their family. They don't understand that because they never had to live in hell. They don't understand what that's like. And they should actually be thankful that they didn't have to experience that. But see, one thing they have to understand is as a man, you have to know how to manifest on every level. See? See, COVID-19 is the rise of the Pookies and Ray Rays here on YouTube, here in society. Pookie and Ray Ray is coming up. The so-called low niggas. I'm seeing a bunch of Bentleys in the hood, Rolls Royces in the hood, Lambos in the hood. I see a lot of Louis bags, ladies. I'm seeing a lot of Bel Air popping. I see a lot of manifestation going on the lowest level. And see, no matter what you say on how they getting the money, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. You know why? And shout out to Jadakiss. Never seen a Brinks truck follow a hearse. So what does it really matter what you do? Unless you believe that you're gonna go somewhere after you leave here. See, if you believe in that concept, which is religious, if you believe in that you're gonna go somewhere and stay there because of something you did here, then guess what? That's gonna limit your manifestation in a specific realm that you in. So instead of you getting up off your ass every day and trying to go and earn, you want to say, oh, I'm not going to do that because that's bad. I'm not going to get on my computer if I'm broke and can't bring no money in. But I know right now, if I could go out and sell DVDs and I got a goddamn computer, why wouldn't I burn DVDs and go and sell them? Because that's bad. So what's worse? For you to go out and sell bootleg DVDs and feed yourself, or to sit around and starve? Ask your God what's worse. Because if I'm not mistaken, your God said a man that don't work don't eat. He didn't say if you go and get a job at Taco Bell. He didn't say if you go around and mow people lawns. He didn't say that. He didn't say you got to go and set up a lemonade stand. He said, no, you got to work. You got to manifest as a man. You got to earn. See, the way a man is respected is when people see that he manifests the things that he say. And that's on any level. So just because I'm from the hood and I grew up in poverty don't mean I'm supposed to stay poor. I'm going to manifest no matter what I have to do. Because me and mine not going to starve. Me and mine not going to starve. I don't care if I got to shovel shit at the circus or if I got to sell baking soda, nigga. We going to eat. See? We going to eat. Me and the people I love going to eat. You see? You got to be able to manifest on and when you dealing in a low frequency and a high frequency. See? This is the concept where you hear sometimes you got to do a little bad to do good. See? This is where you get these concepts of the rose that grew out of the concrete, the diamond in the rough, the diamond in the dirt. The concept of the phoenix rising from the ashes, coming from the low realm and ascending to the high realm. See? But see, a lot of these people, they don't understand these concepts. So they call the Jay-Z's of the world, oh, he's just a drug dealer. Oh, he's just a drug dealer. Oh, he sold drugs to get on. But you don't say that about the Italian mob and how they use drug money to fund to fund politicians. Look up Sam Giancana. Look up these people. Nobody talks about that because most people, they don't understand they don't understand these concepts of manifestation. See, what they teach you in the blue pill program is your life has a ceiling and you're only permitted to go only to that max. Your life has parameters and you are not allowed to go outside of that. When you go outside of those parameters, now you are a criminal. Now you're a rebel. Now you're a conspiracy theorist. Now you're crazy. Because you are going outside of the parameters in which they built for you to exist in. And what I'm speaking on is your thoughts. So if they got you inundated with fear, with police, and oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm too good to do that. See, they want you to believe that. They want you to believe that. Meanwhile, the things that they told you are evil and that you should stay away from, they are reaping all the benefits from. You see how they told us for years that marijuana was the gateway drug, marijuana was evil, marijuana was this, marijuana was that. Now the whole goddamn US about to be legal. Soon you could walk around any goddamn where smoking a blunt. And you're gonna have a bunch of people just accepting it because the goddamn government said it's accepted. See? See? This is what they do. Meanwhile, dudes who was making money back in the day off weed, they threw them dudes in jail and threw a bunch of trumped up charges on them. Now, when they legalize this shit, they're gonna let a bunch of them dudes out. And what you think they're gonna do with a lot of them dudes? A couple of them dudes, they're gonna take them dudes in and bring them dudes in to work for them. Because they don't want them dudes to go back out in the streets and get back into the black market of things. See, the black market is the underworld. That's where you manifest. You have to be able to manifest in the underworld and in the surface world as men. I don't give a fuck what somebody deem illegal when I'm hungry. It's illegal for me to starve. It's a sin for me to starve. That's what I'm not gonna do. That's what I'm not gonna do. That's what I'm not gonna do. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I have to do until I could do what I want to do. See? Perfect example is if y'all are watching the Power now, why do you think they call this season Ghost? Y'all probably thinking they calling the season Ghost because y'all probably think Ghost isn't dead. They're calling the goddamn season Ghost because Tariq is Ghost. Tariq is Ghost. Because what? He is the manifestation of his father. What did he say on the last episode? He said, my father realized what? That he could never be the man that I'ma be. And what Tariq is starting to realize is that he is his father. He is his dad. Everything about him is Ghost. That's what his father, and see, that's what his father, that's what Ghost didn't realize. And was trying to, you know, shield in his mind away from. He thought if he provided Tariq a certain way of life and bought him things and shielded him away from the hood, that lifestyle wouldn't touch him, that the criminal mindset wouldn't be instilled in his children. That's what Ghost thought. See, and remember, what cosigns what I just said is the his Ghost business partner that he was doing the club with. Remember when he met Tariq, what he said about his father? He said, your father was a very ambitious man. And he separated his ambitions from his family, which eventually cost him because your father didn't realize that that's who he was. There is no separation. That's who you are. And when I watched that, when I heard him say that, I said, that was powerful. That was powerful. Because that gave the confirmation to Tariq on why he's the way he is. And why that man want to do business with him. He want to do business with Ghost's son. Why is that? See, y'all gotta know how to read between the lines, man. But see, only the people who could see, and only people who could hear is gonna hear. You see? Now, Tariq, he didn't come from a low level. He's operating on a high level. He's a rich kid. His father was getting ready to be the goddamn mayor. What was it? The mayor or the governor? Ghost was getting ready to be the mayor or the governor. The governor. I think it was the governor or the mayor when he was going up against Lorenz Tate. If y'all know, put it in the chat. A goddamn drug lord was getting ready to run the entire New York City after being the king of the New York City underworld on the drug side of the game. See that? You see, He manifested on both levels. You see why the world look at the black man as a threat? Because we have the way of doing that. He gave up he hung his jersey up in the underworld. He said, I mastered this. I'm done with this. I've reached the apex. My mans is running this shit. I gave it to my mans. Now I'm gonna run the surface level world. I'm gonna show these niggas how intelligent I am. Just like I could control a section with drugs, I could control people and provide them with food and resources and living. Do the same thing. I could run a nightclub. Low and high realm manifestation. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z is so ill. Yo, this dude Jay-Z is so ill that he got all his mans around him who he was hustling with. In the corporate world, he got all his drug plugs and, and his mans he was out of town with, doing what they was doing. They all in the corporate world now with him. That boy dangerous, man. That boy dangerous, man. Who you think Emory Jones is? Who you think Emory Jones is? He's the one who run paper planes. The Rock Nation emblem, the paper plane, that's Emory Jones. Dudes make paper planes in prison. Right? Just like how we used to make paper planes in class when we used to be bored. Y'all don't. Y'all gotta pay attention to symbolism, man. Emory Jones was Jay big homie. He was Jay-Z's big homie. Just like who? Just like Biggie homie, who took the charge for Big and told him, when I come home, you better be a star. That was Big Man. His big homie. See? So while his man was in hell, going through it in jail, Big was ascending to the high realm, and he started manifesting things. So when his man came home, his man is good. That's what Jay did with Emory. And when Emory came home, he came home with a whole blueprint. Because he was manifesting while he was in the can. How do y'all think Benny the Butcher and them is connected to Rock Nation? They're connected to Rock Nation through Emery. Benny the Butcher, when he was doing his Fed time, he met Emery in the Feds. Now they out of the Feds and they busting down bread. I think it's a game. Low and high realm manifestation. This is real shit. If I could sell, if I could sell goddamn narcotics, why I can't sell records? Hmm? It's the same mentality. It's not the same game, but it's the same mentality. It's not the same game because the players move different. Different types of sharks. You met with a different level of conflict than when you're selling narcotics and when you're selling records. It's different. The way your enemy approach you is different. So Jay in the music industry, that's high level manifestation, man, because he playing with high level demons. See, when you on the streets, you doing that, you playing that game, you know how dudes gonna come at you. It's only but so many different ways. But when you playing with billionaires who are connected to all types of different government agencies who could ruin your life in all different types of ways, man, that's a different type of opponent. That's a different type of enemy. Manifesting on that level that's a different type of grind. But no matter what, you gotta manifest. Because it's all about, at the end of the day, it goes back to how you see yourself. So Jay always saw himself as that dude. Go back and listen to his first album, The Evils. He always wanted to play on this. He always wanted to manifest on that realm. He always wanted to play on that level. He told you that from day one. He told y'all that. Listen to their music, Kanye. He always told you he wanted to play on that level. What don't kill me is only gonna make me stronger. He already told you. Listen to his music. He already told you. 50, he already told you in his music. When you listen to Rick Ross, he tell you in his music. Listen to the quality and the sound of his music. High level, elegant, extraterrestrial, different type of shit. The shit he say. These boys playing on another level, man. See? But you know, most people who don't understand this, they just quick to judge you and, you know, want to write you off as, oh, you this and you that, when they really don't understand what manifestation is about. God put the black man here to be king. So I'm going to manifest. My family not supposed to starve. I don't care where we live. I don't care if we live in pork and bean projects or if we live in the goddamn Hamptons. And if we living in the goddamn pork and beans, we ain't gonna live there forever. Cause I'm gonna do whatever to get us out of there. See? Cause what you gonna tell your children if you can't feed them? Oh, dad don't want to go out and make sure he brings something home for us to eat. You know, because he don't want to do something that may be deemed bad. So tonight we not gonna eat, guys. How that sound? You're not a man because what? Men oppose their environment. So if I grew up in the hood, I'ma make it do what it do while I'm here. And that's what Pookie and Ray Ray did. See? That's what Pookie and Ray Ray did. They manifested on the level that they were currently at. That's why you heard 50 when he got out the hood and never had to go back. He said, F the hood, man. And when I first heard him say it, because that was on one of his early mixtapes, one of them early G Unit mixtapes, I was mad. But see, now that I'm older, I realized what he was saying. He wasn't saying, you know, just F everybody that's in the hood. He was saying, what he was saying was I'm done with that shit. I'm done with manifesting on that level. I'm past that. F that. It's about progress. You can't be the same forever. And when you evolve mentally, your environment is supposed to change. If your environment remains the same, then you're not mentally evolving. You're not really growing. Your vibration is not rising. Your frequency isn't growing. Because if it was, you wouldn't still be where you are. You wouldn't still be wanting to do the same shit. You'll be manifesting on a higher level. See, because now you're not just doing things to survive. See, when you're stuck in a place where you have to just do things to survive, that is manifesting on a low realm. That is your root chakra. That's the base. That's survival. Everyone must know how to survive on the low level. That's the hood. If you don't know how to manifest on a low level, if you ever get a chance to move up and to manifest, it's not going to work. This is why a lot of these guys on here that are claiming certain shit, when the educated so-called Pookie and Ray Ray start asking them questions and start going into depth into what these guys say they know because they went to school for it, you start seeing that they can't manifest shit. All they could do is get up here and use their degrees to throw in people's faces. But what are you manifesting? Where's the tech companies? Where's the tech products that's being created? Where's the tech services? From you, not the company you work for, your company. Where's your shit? Where's the manifestation at? Pookie and Ray Ray, they manifested. See, as men, you got to know how to manifest on a low and high realm. You got to know what you got to be able to manifest no matter where you are. But to go back to my point, when you're manifesting on a low level, that's for survival. See, once you know how to survive, then you begin to teach yourself how to manifest to live. See, that's the high realm where you start living. That's when you start worrying about your health. That's when you start caring about how you look better, how you sleep at night. Got a bunch of niggas out here with $800 belts sleeping on $200 mattresses. See? See, when you begin to manifest on a higher level, that's when it's about living. It's not about survival no more. And see, black men, we've been stuck in that survival realm, which is the root chakra. Food, clothing, and shelter. A lot of us black men haven't even mastered those three basic things of survival. This is why we're not able to build. What you building? What you build? How the fuck I'ma build something when I'm worrying about living and dying every goddamn day? I might not make it back home from the fucking store. You talking about what you build? What you build? Shut your sit down somewhere. Your clueless ass. But see, this is why you heard 50 say that. F the hood, man. Because now he want to live. Now he want to live. Now he want to live out his purpose. He want to be who he really is. And he's showing us who Curtis Jackson is, not 50 Cent. He's showing us who Curtis Jackson is. Look at Power. That's Curtis Jackson. See, that's who he giving us now. We done with 50. We done with 50. 50's done. You know, 50's done. We're dealing with Curtis now. The mind of Curtis Jackson. The spirit of Curtis Jackson. This man wrote the 50th law. Nigga, a Pookie, a Ray Ray wrote the 50th law. He wrote the 50th law. High realm manifestation. Because now he don't have to worry about surviving. He don't have to worry about dying. The man don't got to worry about going outside in 10-degree weather with 3 pairs of socks on to make some money to come home and fix his kids something to eat. Now he could just sit at home and write scripts. Now he could be who he's supposed to be. He could be who he was put here to be. See, this the type of shit black men do, but they like to write us off as Pookies and Ray Rays and shit. But this is the type of shit that we do. We affect the world, man. We affect the goddamn planet, the universe, nigga. The name of this man's show is Power. How did they let this black man name his show Power? Do you know? Do y'all know who y'all playing with? Nigga, 50 Cent is that nigga's a war god. That nigga's about war. Power, nigga. I'm gonna put it in your face. Power, nigga. Curtis Jackson. Power, nigga. A black man. Power. And it's gonna be about a drug kingpin, nigga. What? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna cut this check. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna cut this check. That's what y'all gonna do. High realm manifestation. This boy Rick Ross running around buying up so many goddamn, he buying up so many goddamn fast food restaurants. How many wing stops you heard closing since COVID? How many Checkers is closing? High level manifestation. And see, I know y'all may think, oh man, that's just a restaurant. But see, you don't know how to think. See, when you buying up little chain restaurants like that, that's generational wealth, niggas. Because all his wing stops is in shopping areas. So after you're done shopping, come to Wingstop. And Rick Ross he promotes Wingstop so much. Nigga gonna go get some of those lemon peppers. They gonna see what them Jones about. I want to see what them boys about. The first time I ever went to Wingstop, that's the first thing I ordered, lemon pepper, just because of what he said. I wanted Wingstop just because he was promoting it. He owns Wingstop franchises, Riley's, Checkers. If you from down south, these franchises makes hundreds of millions of dollars. See, if you from down south, you know about Riley's. If you from down south, you know about Checkers. See, they just brought Checkers and shit up north. Just like they just bought Chick-fil-A up north. If you from the south, you've been eating Chick-fil-A for years. You've been eating Chick-fil-A, Arby's. Been eating that shit for years. When I lived in VA during my junior high school years, when me and my cousins and my friends used to go to the mall, we used to eat Chick-fil-A. This is back in the fucking 90s. We was eating Chick-fil-A. Chicken sandwich with the little, come on, man. That's generational wealth. Generational wealth. He has hair care products. Jay-Z has his own champagne, his own wine. This is generational wealth. High level manifestation. Jay Prince, he owns his own Angus cow farms in Texas that provides Angus beef through the whole goddamn Houston. If you're eating an Angus piece of goddamn beef, it's coming from a black man. A Pookie and a Ray Ray. Nigga, you go to goddamn Houston and eat a burger. That goddamn that beef you eating is owned. That cow is owned by a black man, right? Without Mr. J. Prince, you will not have the world-renowned superstar Drake. High-level manifestation. A so-called ex-kingpin / gangster is behind the biggest pop star in the world, Drake. Who, if you go back and listen to all of old Drake stuff, who you think he was talking about? When he was rapping slower, he got all that from Houston. Go and listen to his first mixtapes. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Listen to him. Everything is screwed up. You still hear him talking about it now. That's Houston. That's Jay Prince. That's Jay Prince, man. At one point, he ran the whole side of goddamn Houston in the streets. He was manifesting things on a low level manifestation, low realm manifestation, because he had to survive. And everybody who was down with him, they needed to survive too. And then when he got on with the rap shit, he put everybody on with the rap shit. Master P did the same thing. Low and high realm manifestation. So shout out to y'all. This was episode 3 of Esoteric Red Pill Talk. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who donated. Shout out to Nicole Ali. I appreciate the donation. She said, real talk, F the haters. And the dirty $10 crackheads. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, mamas. Man, shout out to my brother Sam, man. Shout out to Sam. I know you probably listening to the clouds, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for the donation. He say, you know what it is. Man, you know I know, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to my brother Torrance V. Appreciate the donations, man. Salute to everybody. Like I said, that was episode 3 of Esoteric Red Pill Talk. Make sure y'all check out episodes 1 and 2. They will be I will be putting them on a playlist, and I will be attaching it to this video. Make sure you like this. Make sure if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you're just tuning in, make sure you hit the like button. Share the show. I appreciate y'all. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Salute to the matter mercenaries. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.